Well, this weekend, another big fight happening early in 2023. The Artur Beterbiev, or Beterbiev, rather, excuse me, defending his WBC, IBF and WBO light heavyweight titles against Britain's very own Anthony Yarde. In one of the, I think it's the first big title fight of this year. Well, it is. I'm looking very much forward to it because I do like Anthony Yarde. I rate him very highly. Is he good enough to beat Beterbiev? I don't really think so. I think he can give him problems. He can definitely give him problems. I mean, as you recall, in 2019, he gave Sergey Kovalev a hell of a fight in challenging for the WBO title in Russia. And he was actually winning that fight until he just ran out of gas. He got gassed out and he got stopped. As you can see, it's fucking freezing here. It is bitterly cold out here, so this will be probably a shorter video. But yeah, no, I'm very, very much looking forward to this fight. A few people I've spoken to the past few days, they say, "Oh, don't sleep on Yarde. Yarde can do it." Beterbiev's getting old now. You know, he's 38 or whatever, which is quite a depressing thing to say because I'm pushing 40 now. So it does make you think, "Oh, fucking hell, thanks," you know. But yeah, no. I mean, Beterbiev, I mean, he's 18 wins, 18 knockouts. You know, he's stopped everybody that's challenged him. The only times I've seen him troubled were when Marcus Brown, he was cut against Marcus Brown, quite badly cut. And he looked in a bit of distress at times in that fight. But he got the job done. And obviously Callum Johnson hurt him a few years ago and dropped him. But then ultimately, Beterbiev, because he's a cool character. He's very cool, calm, and very, very disciplined. So he just bounced back and wore these guys down. That's what he does. I mean, his last fight is Joe Smith Jr. Now I like Joe Smith. You know, the real blue collar working man story. You know, came from nothing, beat Anthony Fonfara, sent Bernard Hopkins into retirement. Finally got the WBO a world title, and he won the WBO title. And then Beterbiev just took him apart. You know, he didn't stand a fucking chance. So, I mean, ultimately, I mean, this fight this weekend with Yarde, it's kind of like it's being treated as a warm-up fight for Bivol, because obviously the big fight we want to see in the division is Bivol and Beterbiev for the undisputed title. But then again, you know, will that fight happen? I mean, Yarde they could be underestimating him. As we said, you know, I've spoken to some people and they think he could actually do the job. I don't personally think he will, but you never know. You never know. The psychology of the whole thing. He could spring an upset. You know, if he sticks to boxing. Because my only criticism of Beterbiev is that he can be quite plodding and quite one-dimensional, but he's got the power and he's very precise with his punches and very economical with his punches. He doesn't waste anything. I mean, obviously, his defences aren't the best. His footwork's not the best. Like I say, he's very plodding at times. But again, you know, it's a bit like Golovkin. He reminds me of Golovkin in some ways. Yeah, footwork's not the best, defence isn't the best, but the power and the precision and the accuracy and the economy of the punches is what does it. So, yeah, I'll be looking forward to that one. On a different note, I've seen a lot of nonsense on the internet the past couple of days, with regard to Liam Smith's victory over Chris Eubank. There's accusations that He hit him with an elbow, an illegal elbow, and that's what knocked Eubank out. That's complete bollocks. I've watched the fight back several times. There is no elbow that knocked him out. The two punches that I can see that did damage were the left uppercut and the left hook. So what I don't know who started all this bollocks. I think I saw somewhere that Roy Jones had said it. It's fucking rubbish, absolute rubbish. It's typical. It's the same brigade that came out when Wilder made his outrageous claims against Fury a couple of years ago. Fury had egg weights in his fucking gloves and shit like that. It's just people, and then of course then you had all the amateur, the experts, the YouTube experts going out there analysing video. Oh look, see, you can see the shape of an egg weight in his glove. Shut the fuck up, you idiots! You don't know what you're talking about. Like I say, I've seen several videos yesterday and today. I can't see any evidence of a blatant elbow that knocked him out. It was a left uppercut and the left hook that did the damage. So, no, what rubbish. But there you go. It seems to be, of course, then I just remembered, I woke up and remembered that we're in the year 2023 where everybody's a fucking conspiracy theorist. I mean, I like a good conspiracy theory for entertainment, but you get people out there who believe this shit, you know. Same people that think Jake Paul is the greatest boxer in the world. So that's all that you need to know about these people, really. So I also had an interesting interaction with somebody yesterday, claiming that Joe Calzaghe beat Chris Eubank Jr. in 2002. Which is rather interesting because in 2002, Chris Eubank Jr. would have been about 12 or 13 years old. So I don't think so somehow. And when I pointed out to this gentleman that, no, I think you're mistaken, it was in 1997 and it was Chris Eubank Sr., I got shouted down, no, there's footage on YouTube of a big fight from 2002 of Chris Eubank Jr. challenging Joe Calzaghe. I chose to end the conversation there because clearly I'm dealing with somebody who's very unhinged and doesn't live in the real world like I do. So, yeah, it's been a fun couple of days really with all this nonsense, but it's bollocks. You know, this Liam Smith elbow business. I mean, Eubank Jr. hasn't said anything himself about it, so, and his father hasn't said anything about it. So you'd think if there really was an illegal elbow, they'd be screaming it from the rooftops, but they haven't said a word, so there you go. Well, that's enough out of me. I'm going to get back indoors because it's fucking freezing out here, and you all take care, and I will speak to you soon.